Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first book banter at the Broadview Public Library District. My name is Tisha.
My name is Yvonne.
And we are going to be bantering about this book, which is called Red at the Bone by Jacqueline Woodson. And it has been a book that has been raved about, I should say, or discussed online by such authors as Roxane Gay and many others. You could just go to YouTube and type in Red at the Bone, and many book reviews and reviewers will have comments about this book. So we're just going to do a short book banter about this book. So Yvonne, do you want to give us a short synopsis about this Red at the Bone book? No? All right, so I guess I'll give us a short synopsis. So this book is by Jacqueline Woodson, and it's about a family in Brooklyn, New York. Is that right?
Yes.
In New York, a mom, a daughter, grandparents, and the daughter's father. And the book is about intergenerational. It talks about the mom, the daughter, and the grandmother, and these characters and how their lives intertwine based on the birth of this daughter, whose name is Melody. So Yvonne, what did you think of the book?
It was kind of confusing, kind of hard to read for me. Mostly because it was like one of those books you go back and forth between past, present, and future. So I kind of, every time you turned a page, it left you more confused than the last page. I didn't like it because I really couldn't get into it because of that. I didn't like it because I couldn't really understand what she was trying to say. And I didn't enjoy it. It's like each page was like harder and harder to read. It was hard to get through the book. I had to put the book down, come back to it before I could eventually get through it. It took about 3 weeks to actually finish it before, and personally, I couldn't really get what the book was actually about till I actually got to the end.
Okay.
And then it's like, oh, okay.
And this was a pretty short book. It was like, the book was only like 196 pages long. So it was a short book, but not necessarily an easy read book. The prose of this book was very like metaphorical or very lyrical, I should say. And she writes so that you have to infer certain things.
Also, you have to kind of think with each page, which it's not enjoyable for me. You know, when I turn a page, I like to, can't wait to that next page. I can see what happened next. But like I said, every time I turn, I like dread it, like, oh my God.
So you weren't invested in the characters, like you didn't care. No. So the characters are Melody, who at the beginning of the book, she is 16 and she's having some sort of coming of age ceremony. And so her mother, Iris, and her father, Aubrey, are there. And her grandparents, Po Boy and Sabe, is that how you say her name? Sable. Whose house they're at having the ceremony, and her friends. So the story kind of weaves itself backwards from that point and goes into the details of when Iris was young, how Melanie was conceived, Melanie's dad, Aubrey, who Melanie's mom, Iris, and Aubrey come from different, they said, economic backgrounds. So these two families are kind of drawn together because of Melody, the child. Melody's relationship to her mom, Iris, Iris's relationship to the rest of her family and her child and Aubrey, Aubrey's relationship to Iris and Melody and their bond, and the grandparents' bond. So the book had potential to really go into these characters, but I don't feel that she really went into the characters. And actually my favorite character wasn't even in the book that long, which was Aubrey's mom. That's her name, Kathy Marie.
Yes.
She was my favorite character, but she wasn't in the book that long.
She wasn't, kind of like brief mentions of her here and there, but not anything that you could get, like what the relationship between her and her son or her and her granddaughter. You didn't really get that.
Right, because I think it said that we won't give any spoilers away because we want you to read the book. And this is just a brief discussion about this book banter. So,
and also, it's our opinion.
Yeah.
It's how we saw it and how we read it. I mean, somebody else might read it and might love it. So, by all means, read it and judge for yourself.
And Jacqueline Woodson is a fantastic author. I've read other books by her, loved them. I didn't dislike this book, but I didn't love this book.
I didn't dislike it. I liked it more at the end than I did as I was reading it. Like I said, it was kind of hard to get through it. But when I got to the end of it, I was like, it's okay. It was an okay read, but it wasn't a favorite book. It wasn't something I would definitely read again.
So again, the book is called Red at the Bone by Jacqueline Woodson. It is available at the Broadview Public Library for checkout. If you're interested in reading this book, please give us a call and let us know. We'll place the book on hold for you, or you can check it out. Next month, we are going to be talking about this book. It's called The Conjure Women for October. It's also available at the Broadview Public Library if you're interested. So yeah, this has been Book Banter for Red at the Bone, and we hope you enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Did that sound great?